Bulma is the anchor of Dragon Ball and the theme of characters within it, having come up with amazing inventions and sharing the same genius trait as her father, Dr. Briefs. Now what if the dynamic changed? What would happen if Bulma was more like Goku? Or to better say, exactly like him? What if she became a Saiyan? In this series, we discuss what would happen if Bulma became a Saiyan. Let's begin. The start of this what if starts exactly like in canon, and from start to imprisonment from the Pilaf gang, it's almost the same with some minor tweaks. Bulma meets Goku, they begin their journey and end up in Roshi's island where Goku gets his Nimbus Cloud. They wind up meeting Oolong, who is dragged along with him. They then end up in Diablo Desert and are introduced to Yamcha and Puar, who challenge Goku. Yamcha becomes a bitch and flees the battle because of the fear of women. Yamcha then has a rematch and fails. The two also join a gang. At this point, Bulma sees that venturing out like this into all sorts of dangers is a terrible idea and decides to train Taekwondo or something to fend off. Because at some point, just Goku won't be enough to defeat the menaces. They venture out to the Fire Mountain and Goku fought the Ox King, who was one of the strongest on the planet pretty equally. But only once Ox King saw the Nimbus Cloud did he change his mind and told Goku to take his daughter along to Roshi and to get the Bancho fan. That proves in vain, but Roshi agrees to go to take the fire out in return for some Bulma titties. Bulma now changes her wish from strawberries to enough strength for Roshi to feel her slap for that and tells Puar and Oolong for either of them to turn into her and let him grope them as much as he wants. All that is done and Roshi puts the fire out. Ox King gives them his car, but Goku destroys it with his Kamehameha after just seeing it once. Bulma is now very intrigued in Goku and wonders what she is. As pissed as she is for her weakness, she's also interested in what kind of training did Goku do. This is where the plot changes completely. Before Pilaf imprisons them and Oolong wastes the wish, Bulma guns for the wish. Oolong and her race and she's faster for it. Then she wishes to become like Goku, without directly specifying anything. With Shenron hearing the wish, Bulma begins the process of transformation into becoming like Goku. With great pain, she endures the transformation. Her hair becomes black, as well as her eyes. Her gaze is a bit different and she grows a Saiyan tail. With all the physical stuff transformed, she's back to being herself. She doesn't know what the hell just happened, but she realizes that she indeed has a tail, which she can move, and her appearance has visibly changed. Goku is quite intrigued in why she did it, but Bulma says she wanted this strength so that she too can fend off against foes that they encounter. However, before they get to say anything else, they are imprisoned by the Pilaf gang. In the cell, Goku and the gang are sitting on the floor, but now there's a whole new problem. Her hormones go absolutely haywire. She feels a rage for battle and excitement to fight. Bulma is eager to kill someone right now and the whole situation escalates as she tries to bust the steel door down and her punches are quite a bit more powerful than they used to. But since she never punched a thing in her life, her fists quickly give out. She did make a dent or two in the door and Goku is impressed at the fact that Bulma managed to do all that. However, Bulma is now angry at herself and punches one more time, which makes the whole place shudder before dropping back down on the floor. Goku then looks at the night sky and mentions of his urban legend of a terrible monster that roams the nights on the full moon and that killed Grandpa Gohan. Bulma looks dead shot at the moon, then back at Goku and asks on what does he mean, before going into a trance and her eyes become reddish. Her heart starts pumping and Goku gets concerned, as well as everyone else. Thinking the monster is outside, he looks out and also catches a glimpse of the moon and he too enters his own trance. At that point, Yamcha and the gang are now scared, as both Goku and Bulma start growing hair and slowly becoming giant great apes and busting their way out of the cell by demolishing the roof with their might. Yamcha and the gang get scared shitless and starts running at the first chance they get. However, they see they're not being chased. Rather, the Uzaru Goku and Bulma start their battle. They start off melee, but then start shooting mouse beams at each other. Neither is in control and just flailing around due to their primal power. Oolong is confused as to why did Bulma transform into that thing after countless gazes at the moon. Yamcha tries to justify because she turned into what Goku is, wondering if maybe Goku is some kind of an alien. They watch on the battle and it goes on until something weird happens. Bulma starts evading the attacks. She has gained some control over her Uzaru form and is trying to get to Goku, but in vain. Goku is just way too rageful and inexperienced to control it. The only thing that saved Bulma from continuing going haywire is the fact that her IQ is massive, so it sort of led her to manage to control the Great Ape form. Bulma, unsure of what to do, evades Goku's fist and punches him at the back of his head as hard as she can and knocking Goku out. Pilaf gang has pussied out of there long ago, so the two Saiyans in the gang are the only ones remaining there. Oolong is asked to go to the Pilaf lair to get him some clothes, and out of fear, Oolong does so. In the morning, Goku and Bulma wake up. Goku wakes up confused while Bulma wakes up to Oolong trying to grope her titties. Bulma slightly punches him and sends the pig man into one of Pilaf's machines. Bulma and Goku both dress up, taking a look at the damage they caused the night prior. Goku asks what happened and Bulma explains it all in detail, also explaining that the monster that killed his grandpa was him and him only. That he looked at the full moon that night and mauled Grandpa Gohan. Goku is surprised to hear that, then starts crying. Now that he knows that he's the one behind Grandpa Gohan's death, he will probably never forgive himself. Bulma though asks Goku if fighting is all he feels, because that's what she feels right now. Goku shares that same excitement, so he can't help himself and so asks Bulma if she wants to fight. Without second thoughts, she says yes, and the battle starts. Goku and Bulma start off pretty hard, with Goku starting off with some hits that he uses usually on weak Earthlings, to which Bulma counters with extreme ease. Bulma then attempts to kick Goku in the shoulder, but he blocks. He sees that he can actually feel pain as opposed to all the others he fought from that kick. Bulma, however, gets even more excited and starts toying with Goku. Since Bulma is older than Goku, her power level is naturally higher, as she's a bit above Roshi's level right now. Goku tries to keep up, but is barely able to do so, while Bulma is enjoying herself. Goku eventually gets hit plenty of times, which damages him and he plops down on the ground and in pain. Bulma is concerned now, scared of her own strength, and comes to check up on Goku. Goku starts laughing and asks for a rematch once he's all better. Bulma gives him a happy look and agrees. After that, they decide to all head home. Goku doesn't really have a place to crash, so Bulma offers her a crib as a temporary solution. Goku says why not and goes along, while the rest go back where they came from. Over at Capsule Corp, Panchi greets Bulma and compliments her new hairstyle. Goku meets Panchi and the first thing she notices is Goku's tail, with Dr. Briefs following soon after. Bulma tries to come up with words, but in the end whips her tail out too and explains what happened. She explains that Goku is different from any other Earthling and is extremely powerful, claiming she can vouch as she too has immense power. Dr. Briefs calls Cap, then whips out a punching machine and then challenges them both. Goku tries and scores a 250. Which impresses Mr. and Mrs. Briefs. Bulma is next and she puts all her power in a punch, sending the machine into a wall. Dr. Briefs is surprised that his daughter just did that, with Panchi opening her eyes in disbelief. Bulma then explains how it happened. Now that her parents know what she did and why, they took it quite well. Bulma then asks if Goku can stay a few nights and they have no issues with it. A couple days later, Goku decides to train with Master Roshi and tells Bulma that. Bulma is interested in going along, considering they can fight it out at any given moment, as well as get stronger. Bulma then packs up and goes with Goku to train on Roshi's island, saying goodbye to her parents once again. We're continuing the series next time. While you wait for the next part, join the T23 Discord server with the Vanity URL down in the description. Thank you for watching, and with that, peace out.